Hello gamers. So today I have a personal best that I wanted to upload, and I wanted to try my hand at some commentary over it. Just kind of talk about like my decision making in the moment, what I was kind of hoping for the build, and just kind of reacting to like what Past Webs was doing, because it's been a few days since I've done the run, so we'll see. But this is my first time, like, really trying my hand at this. I've done stuff like this on stream before, but it's my first time doing something like this offline, where it's just me talking to a microphone. So it's gonna be a little off the cuff. There's no script or anything. So yeah, be gentle with me. But anyways, I hope you enjoy, and thanks for watching. Okay, cool. So let's get into it. I'm gonna get it started here.
For the fates. Once more then.
So a couple of notes I suppose if this is your like introduction to speedrunning. For Medea, we start with Zeus Keepsake. And we're shooting for a couple of things here. Ideally, we're starting like a really good rarity special. It's pretty good for the build. Or if you feel like settling, you could take Heroic Cast is pretty good for specifically Erebus. I think it falls off a little bit later in the run. It doesn't really do as much as you would hope. I think I'd take it here though, yeah. So we kind of just looked into another Zeus with a good rarity on cast. So with cast, you'll see, like, I'll drop it in one spot. There I did no mega cast, and I could talk a bit about this. In rooms, you want to try to get Huntress active. And if you're unfamiliar, Huntress gives you an extra 50% damage bonus on your attack and specials. Or attacks and specials, I suppose. What do I take here? Colossus? Yeah, Colossus. But that's probably why I did an Omega cast there, to get Huntress active. I usually don't do it on the first wave of enemies. I'll do it like at the beginning of the second wave. Just because I don't feel like it's worth the time to do an Omega. Took sprint here. Not sure why I took sprint there. Oh, actually I do know. This is funny. So, Medea has a really hard time clearing cocoon rooms. It's like it's those arachne rooms with a bunch of cocoons around them. But the Demeter Sprint, it's really good for breaking cocoons. So usually, if I see a Demeter Sprint, I'll take it. It saves a lot of time in those. Pretty funny. So ideally for Medea, you're just hoping to see most of your build. Ooh, Nemesis, nice. You're hoping to see most of your build in Erebus. You can still get pretty good times coming out of Erebus with like half a build or something. But you're looking for like a decent rarity attack. Ideally something that procs origination. Or something which is like a really high percentage, right? So I think I think most people's preferred attack is like Ares, just because wounds is really good. It'll always proc your blitz like off the first attack, which is cool. And that's really good for the room clear. Aphrodite's also pretty good, but it doesn't proc origination. Apollo can work, and what else? So can, like, basically any attack can work. That's like, you know, a pretty good percentage. So it was a pretty good Hecate so far. You'll notice in that first wave of witches, I was talking with my friend about this the other day. Oh, that was bad. She teleported. I was talking about this with my friend the other day. On the first wave of witches, I'll stand really close to Hecate
Thank you.
after dodging her first couple of attacks. And then charge an Omega and try to hit at least 2 of the witches with the Omega attack.
Let's do it.
And you kind of want to... Oh, nice, I got the Chaos.
Down I go.
You kind of want to overshoot the Omega attack from where the witches spawn, because they'll kind of run away from you. Well, it's a pretty good strat. I like doing that. And you'll notice I rolled down the well there. Pretty sure I rolled it once. Specifically for the Chaos. Hades 2 just gives you so many rolls. I think it's really worth rolling wells more often. And this is what I was talking about.
Let's get around.
See, Demeter's Sprint is very, very good for cocoon rooms.
Into the past.
We'll take the boon here. I don't remember what I took from this. Probably hydraulic. Yeah. At this point I have a full god pool, so I'm kind of just looking for more... Just more stuff. Ideally I'm looking for more Zeus. With the god pool that we have open, I think I probably see it here. Yeah. But with the god pool that we had, Cherished Heirloom was a very strong possibility. Cherished Heirloom is pretty good.
Viable enough.
We could have also... Something that I like to do sometimes is, after Erebus, if I do have a Zeus cast, I'll, like, sell it. Oh, this fountain's really nice. I'll sell it and maybe try to pick up a different cast along the way. For this god pool in particular, Diameter cast would have been pretty good.
That chaos curse of mine.
Man, it was a really nice ocean. Oh yeah, Diameter cast would have been pretty good. It would have opened up, what's that one duo called? Hailstorm, I think it's called. Whenever you inflict freeze, frozen enemies will get hit by lightning bolts. That's pretty solid. Oh, I think I just hit Jetty. I'm not sure. That was a pretty good ocean. It was like a 30-second ocean or something. Like a 32. Got most of the free rooms. We got Cocoon. We got
Which keeps
Narcissus. We got Shop Fountain.
the amulet.
The only thing we missed was the Fig Leaf proc, which is pretty funny. We had the option to still get the Fig Leaf proc in that last chamber of Ocean in 22. But the combat was still, like, very fast. It was it was not bad at all, so I can't complain.
One step at a time.
Alright, so we get the Fig Leaf proc here. I took Athena coming into
There's the bow.
fields just to save a little bit of time. Actually, I don't think we end up saving all that much time with it here. Yeah, she pauses the timer a little bit right here, so we'll save time going from here to the door, and that's about it.
I can get out now.
Do I roll this? I do roll this. Okay. So now the name of the game is just kind of find more Zeus. The build is pretty much done. There's not too much more we need. But ideally I was looking for, and we found it there, I was looking for Static Shock. And then
This time.
probably air quality I'm looking for here. Yeah. I'm not proccing it yet, but there's a very high chance we do proc it, because we've seen a lot of Zeus. I'm not sure what I'm thinking about here. I think it's a pretty clear choice to just take the door the Hermes is on.
And reveal my path.
They were hiding. So I was pausing there to kind of see where the enemies were. I think here I take Dying Wish. Yeah,
That was my boon.
to get air quality active. Nothing else was really all that enticing to me, truthfully.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Nothing I really want from here. I guess maybe Snow Queen. Yeah, this was all kind of was all kind of bad. Oh, and then we get mini boss in the last combat. That's pretty solid. Nice. If I remember correctly, yeah, we get a really good success rate here. It's gonna help a lot with the antler we take in the tart. Ugh. There's like nothing I want from this Poseidon. Just kind of hoping for more Zeus, I guess.
Until we meet again. Cerberus, it's me. Don't you
But
remember?
a 308 Serb entrance ain't bad. It's pretty good. Serb damage is like okay. We didn't get like amazing hammers for this run. I think we got Colossus and Erebus, right? And that was about it.
Spirits of despair.
Yeah, 326. It's not bad. I don't even remember what our second hammer was, truthfully. But this is a pretty good pace. This should pretty comfortably be a sub 5 at this point. Unless we get Omega owned and, you know, Tart, which is totally possible. And we take Antler here. We have a pretty juicy Antler too. It's we got Cheris Heirloom and Epic Success Rate, so we're hitting 75% crit chance. It's really nice.
Central control. Just need a moment.
So there's not much to talk about in Tart. Name of the game is just kind of get good combats and hope your Fig Leaf procs. That's about it, really. Believe the procs here, you know. Not ideal. You don't really want to see it in the first combat, but it's better than nothing, you know. Sometimes you just go the whole Tartarus without seeing it at all. So this is a fine room. You'll notice I targeted the satyr guy with the, I think it's a satyr? No, I don't think they're called satyrs. I'm not sure what they're called, but the shield guy without the armor. And I target that guy first, just because he doesn't have armor, and it'll be quicker to kill him and get the next wave spawning in. So this is a pretty quick room. This is like an ideal. Well, I had to wait for the I had to wait for the time bubble to go away, but
Swim time.
it was a pretty good last chamber. It's not bad. So we enter at 413. It's very solid.
Predictable. You shall find.
I'm pretty sure this Chronos was like pretty decent. I don't remember anything like terrible happening. Damage is really good. I get Huntress active here. You can time it a little better to where you actually land that Omega attack. But damage is so good that I just don't care. So we had armor in the shop. So so we can comfortably face him here. We didn't even need the armor, truthfully. And that's it. Like 436. Pretty comfortable sub 5. I believe I show off the build here because I'm kind of freaking out at this point. I'm pretty sure this is like second place on the boards. So I'm like, holy shit, what just what just happened? Yeah. But the highlights of this build were definitely Cherished Heirloom into that success rate, and then air quality. I'm pretty sure is where most of our damage came from. Well, honestly, I'm looking at the let me see, I'm looking at the chain lightning damage over here. It's not as big as I thought, but we did pick it up pretty late, so you know. Funny enough, most of our damage was just from normal special. It's kind of funny. I guess Colossus Driver put in a lot of work. Yeah, because we had that pretty early, so it had a long time to rack up damage, so. I got these damage numbers, they're a little misleading, because you'll notice like Blitz isn't, like it did pretty okay damage, right? Like 28,000. But when you compare it to like attack and special, you know, 60 and then 40,000 respectively, it's on the lower end. But I say that's a little misleading because I don't really value Zeus special like for its innate damage numbers. I think we value it a little more just because more for the room clear, if anything. So you can just kind of like if you have enough damage on your attack to proc the blitz reliably, you can just kind of hit an enemy and then go off and do something else, right? And most of the time that blitz will kill them. So anyways, that's the end of the run. Thanks for watching, and I'll probably see you on the next one. Bye.